This tutorial is for first grade, Module 2, Lesson 7. In this lesson, we're going to use pictures to help us make groups of 10 while we solve these problems. The first problem says John has 8 balls, Tony has 5 balls. How many balls do they have in all? So you can see the picture here showing John and the 8 balls, and Tony showing 5 balls. What we want to do is to make a group of 10, and that will help us solve the problem. I can see that I need 2 more balls in John's section to make 10. So I'm going to circle the 8 that are in John's section and then 2 more that are in Tony's section. So I can see that I have the 8 and the 2 more that make 10, and then I have 3 more left over in Tony's section. That tells me that 8 and 5 make 13. The 10 that I made by combining, and then 3 more. John and Tony have 13 tennis balls in all. The next question says Bob has 8 pennies and Jenny has 4 pennies. How many pennies do they have altogether? So again, we have the 8 pennies for Bob and the 4 pennies for Jenny. And I also need 2 more pennies in Bob's section to make 10. So I'll circle the 8 pennies that are in Bob's group, and then 2 more from Jenny's group. That shows me I have 10 and 2 more left over. That means that 8 and 4 make 12. 10 for the group that I circled, and then the 2 pennies left over. Bob and Jenny have 12 pennies altogether. We're going to do the same thing in the next section, except we're going to use 10 frames to show our objects instead of groups. This question says there are 8 chairs on the left side of the classroom and 3 on the right side. How many total chairs are there in the classroom? I'll start by drawing the 8 chairs in the left side 10 frame. So I'm just going to put a circle for each chair in my 10 frame. I know that I have 8 when I have 2 empty spaces left over, or you can see 5 and 3 make 8. Now I need to show the 3 chairs on the right side. So I'll draw the 3 chairs in that 10 frame. In order to add these together to give me the total, I'm going to circle the number of chairs on the right side that would help me fill in the 10 frame on the left side. So I want the 8 chairs on the left side along with 2 more chairs on the right side, and those chairs would fill in those 2 spots. So I can see that I have my 10 here and I have 1 more left over. That means that 8 and 3 make 11. I can make 10 using 2, and then I have 1 more left over. So there are 11 total chairs. And let's look at one more question. This one says there are 8 children sitting on the rug and 7 children standing. How many children are there in all? I'll start by showing the 8 children sitting on the rug on this 10 frame. So I'll draw 8 discs to represent those children. And now I'll draw the discs on the right side to represent the 7 children standing. So here we need 7 children. So I have 5 on top, 2 on bottom, that makes 7. To combine the 2 of them, I'm going to circle the 8 that are on the rug and then 2 more to make my group of 10. So I have the 8 on the rug, and then I'll circle these 2, and that will give me my group of 10. I still have 5 students that are standing, so 10 and 5 make 15. That means that altogether 8 and 7 make 15. I take 2 of them to make my group of 10, and then I have 5 more. And that tells us there are 15 children in all. So you can see how making that group of 10 first helps us add these numbers.